All right, let's talk about this. Cleanliness. Sorry for this awkward camera angle, but I'm gonna do it. So we got cleanliness. I think people in our society now think of cleanliness as something that's like a toxic pool that is like anti-nature. You know, something that's so fundamentally stripped that it isn't gonna make you dirty. I think that's the idea of cleanliness now. But guess what? All right, is a shower that is made up of water, chlorine, fluorine, and other literally toxic chemicals, should that be considered clean? Now instead, if you were to take a bath within a stream of a mountain, it consists of minerals and microorganisms and things that match our literal DNA. It matches the nature, right? And so I think we should redefine cleanliness and clean as something that is more towards nature. And I don't mean go roll around in the dirt, because it's just one element, right? Earth is just one element. We need to have all the elements to be balanced and clean. Just like water, if you go into water, it's technically an imbalance because it's basically almost 100% water and your body's 72% water. That's just basic reasoning, right? But look at this. I'm gonna plug my Facebook here because most of these videos come out as a result of thoughts that I've had. And first, I usually post them on Facebook, on my personal Facebook. I don't really use the Improve Humanity Facebook. It just seems like an added step that I don't really care about. It doesn't seem like people get reached because it's like there's a following system on Facebook that's just nonsensical and strips people of the awareness of actually seeing something that they like because they don't follow it, but blah blah, right? So if you want, go down in the description and add me on my personal Facebook. There's a link to it. So I stayed at Mount Shasta, California for about a month to 2 months. I can't, you know, it was a split time. But for a good month when I was living there was a time where I was literally camping for a month straight in the same campground, a free national park, no, not a national park, sorry, a free campground in a national forest. And I was a raw vegan, I ate like a raw vegan. Oh, actually not raw. Not completely raw. I ate like bean chips and shit like that, which isn't raw, obviously. I ate like a vegan, there we go. A lot of fruits though. And my body started to not stink. Every single day I would go down to the Mount Shasta town and soak, not really soak, but jump in and jump the fuck out because it was so cold in the little Sacramento headwater area. Sacramento River headwater area. In that river was mineralized, right? It came from the rock sifting through the rock down the mountain, right? And as I washed myself, it only took 5 seconds. Literally, it was so cold you could only get in there and soak for like 1, 2, 3. Holy fuck, I gotta get out. Dopamine's rushing. I'm laughing my ass off because it's too cold, right? My body didn't stink. My hair would get clean and smooth just from literally dunking it and swiffing it out like for 2 seconds and kaboom, right? So what is cleanliness? Is it really a clean situation if you have to douse yourself in a literally toxic chemical bath of chlorine fucking gas as you're showering? When it's really hot, chlorine gas, the water turns into chlorine gas. Fluorine, right? And then scrubbing yourself with all these other fucking toxins, basically, most people use, colors, additives, things that are not of our nature at all. Scrubbing ourselves, our hair, again with the same thing. Is that really clean? Currently I'm living a non-vegan lifestyle. I'm eating a lot of cheeses and my body reeks. My body stinks. You know, when something is not made up of your nature, it wants to get out. It's not that it wants to, there's no motive. It's just that nature balances itself, right? And so if you're not a balanced entity, it's gonna start squishing out of you as bacteria in your face, acne, as some stinky ass armpits, a stinky ass butt. You're gonna start pooping bigger poops because the food is not as usable, so it's just a waste product, right? That's what poop is. It's food that is not used. Some other animals could possibly use the food that is in our shit. But that's not our nature, right? That's their nature. And so what is the definition of clean, guys? We need to start redefining our realities into the actualities, because there's a difference between those two words. People use them interchangeably as if the actuality right in front of us is their reality, or their reality is the actuality for everybody, and it's not. The actuality is that this thing is right here. This thing is right here, okay? This thing is right here. That's the actuality. My reality is that it's kind of hurting my butt. If I had a fat ass, my reality would be it's not really hurting my butt that much. But I enjoy it. I do feel very comfortable sitting on this thing. Other people's reality, it's not that comfortable. When you start thinking or acting as if your reality is everybody's reality, ooh, trees are hard to sit on. You have that belief, you start programming your kids, trees are hard to sit on. Then they start accumulating all these bullshit realities that don't even have to do with them, right? Tangent here. Going on a tangent. Pathway, tangent, mathematics. Haha. Language is literally, just like nature, has to be there. There has to be description in a sense of a completeness, right?